I want to say that it's not just us saying this. Forbes magazine recently said, and I quote, "This will shift the structure of the whole financial system at a macroeconomic level." And you've probably heard me say this before, and I'm going to say it right now. Decentralized finance is already revolutionizing the world. You just don't know it yet. Think about what I said there, all right? Now, I spent the last 18 months fighting for freedom of speech on the front lines. I spent the last 6 months fighting for free and fair elections, running for political office here in London, trying to make this city a better place. And I didn't see what was going on in DeFi. So many people out there still don't see what's going on. It's my job for the next 10 years to make sure people know there's incredible opportunities. This is going to create trillions of dollars in wealth for everyone. It's going to give proper banking services to over 6 billion in the people in the world, and give even a minimal amount of banking services to 2 billion people in the world. And I can't wait. And that's why me and my team are going all in for the next 10 years to educate the world on DeFi, period. Whether that means you watch this video or join my academy or become part of my trading peer group or join one of my communities or even tell your friends about this, I feel good, all right? This is my mission. This is my sacred honor. And I look forward to trying to get you over the goal line and push you to invest in these instruments now. Again, really take notice. This is a massive shift in how we exchange value as humans. And it's going to be built on top the internet we already know, which is Facebook and Instagram and YouTube and all of these things that are controlled by companies. Crypto and DeFi is peer-to-peer. There's no middlemen involved, which is why it's growing so fast and why it's so exciting. All right, let's talk about the 3 things I want to talk about today. The first one is the massive crypto rally. And you've seen the headlines. You can see this one on screen right here. I'll read it out. Fortune magazine. The crypto rally rages on as bulls push Bitcoin above $46,000. And by the way, if you're new to this space, there's bulls and there's bears, okay? This is Wall Street talk. And when I joined Wall Street in the 90s, I didn't know what the hell they were talking about either. So if you're new to us, that's okay. If you're bullish on something, it means you believe the market will go up. You probably own assets. If you're bearish on something, it means you think the market's going to go down, and hopefully you're short those assets or you are selling those assets. So just a little terminology here. If you're bullish, which the market is right now, we've seen cryptos rallies. And look, 7-day averages, Bitcoin is up 22%. These markets are insane. Ethereum up 30%, Cardano up 33%. And that's why I love this market. And that's why I also need to teach my students how to trade it, because I've never seen volatility like this in my career. And I've traded a lot of different markets, but the volatility in crypto, it beats everything else, which means it triggers people to make emotional decisions, and we want to talk about it. By the way, all my students in the Market Wizards trading group and the Kings of DeFi, which by the way, you have to graduate my academy to join one of these groups. We don't take people from the outside. They're all making massive gains these past few weeks, but they're also taking profits when a lot of you are out there hodling. And you're going to be in tears in the next few weeks, and I'll explain why. Again, we're seeing Bitcoin and Ethereum come back to some of our highs in May. Ethereum has now more than tripled in price since January. We're seeing all sorts of exciting things happen. You see another headline here that now is talking about Bitcoin maybe going to 100,000, all right? And the media puts these headlines out, and it gets everyone crazy. And a lot of you crypto traders read these things and you start making emotional decisions. So again, one of the things I teach in my academy is how you have a good relationship with media. Because in my opinion, media is there for one reason: to get you emotional and to get you to transact. Maybe that's 2 reasons, right? And honestly, as a trader, that's the last thing you want to do. You don't want to get emotional, and you're transacting too much as it is. So my job as a trading mentor is to get you to slow down those transaction frequencies, because guess what? Somebody else makes money when you're trading that often. And we'll get into this later. Where's Bitcoin going to go? I want to share with you some people that are going to talk about that later. But Dan Morehead believes that it could ultimately go to $700,000. And here's a screenshot of a video of Dan. He's the founder of Pantera Capital. And Dan looks at the adoption of the number of people that are joining the network. And he looks at the number of people that currently have a smartphone in the world, which is at 3.5 billion. That's currently. And Dan said that it's surprisingly, the price of Bitcoin has surprisingly tracked the number of people involved in the network. And there's a whole talk about network effect. By the way, we'll have Dan on the show next Wednesday live. And he said it could ultimately go to 700,000. So those are his thoughts. And we've got a lot of other people. I got a video I'm going to play later from Raul Paul that sees this market going up 100x. And this is something to think about. But again, there's ways of trading this and not getting emotional.